Shalom. Shalom Israel. First and foremost, I want to give our praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakah, Kodash, double honor to the apostles and elders of the millstone. Shalom to brothers, Christians, truth, and sincerity all over the earth. And a continuation of the last video, but I forgot what I wanted to talk about mainly was the color thing. I forgot all about that. I went into something else. Spirit had me, led me somewhere else. Now, what these people don't understand, it's not even just the woman, that wicked woman that we're talking about. People in general don't understand. I've realized, as I've seen enough on social media, YouTube, and all over the place, that people don't understand that just because you look a certain way does not mean anything. The only thing skin color can really do is indicate. If you look a certain way, that can give you an indicator, but it does not mean that that's what you are. You see, it is about your bloodline. It's about what your father is. And you understand that we have been in captivity, woman. You see, we have been in captivity, and we have been scattered around the earth. So if we've been in captivity and we've been scattered around the earth, you'll understand that obviously Jake is going to mingle with the women of the other nations. Chinese, Japanese, look at these. It doesn't matter. The white women. Damn, any Indian, anything, man. Elam, it does anything. Jake is going to mingle with the other nations. So, how does one get to looking like a so-called white man? Think about it. If Jake, down the line, let's say just even right now, Jake gets with a so-called white woman, baby comes out, more than likely, the baby's not going to be dark. More than likely, the hair texture of the baby might be kind of woolly, but it might be on the curlier side or the straighter side, whatever. Might have freckles, baby might not have freckles, anything. Then, down the line, the baby's gonna come out probably light skinned. Probably a very, very soft shade of brown. It might be brown, caramel, light brown, whatever. Then, what happens is, your kid, let's say you had a son, and your son was light. This is just like, it's very easy to understand. I don't understand what the confusion is. And then let's say your son is a Israelite because you're an Israelite, but his wife, Salakia, his mother is an Edomite. Okay? Now, your kid has a kid, and let's say he has a kid with a white woman as well, so-called white woman as well. Or let's just say a Chinese woman, Moab. Let's say he does that. Now, your baby's already light, and he's dealing with a woman that's of a lighter skin complexion. What the hell do you expect to come out? A black ass, woolly hair, 6'5", super brown Jake? No. You know, the height really didn't matter, but the height is trying to give him a point across. No. That's not how genetics work. It's not a hard concept. More than likely, now let's say he's already light. Now he's with a woman that's light, and let's say she's Moab. So your Jake, he's going to be a Jake, whether it be a girl or a boy. Now she might have kind of like chinky eyes a little bit. Little chinky eyes, a little light skin tone, curly hair, straight hair, whatever the case may be. She might have a different color eye color. Does that mean that baby, that child is not an Israelite? No. That does not mean that. And then, keep in mind, in captivity now, you're scattered around. So what's going to happen? You're around these nations. Jake is going to keep mingling. That son's probably going to date a woman that's fairly light, or another other nation, growing up wherever you grew up. You see, that's how it works. So when generations and generations go down, you're going to be looking farther and farther. You're going to look farther and farther and farther away from a so-called typical Negro. But that's where your lineage goes back to, because your great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, whatever the case may be, was a Negro. And it kept going. You see? So, when you keep going down the line, you get less and less looking towards the so-called normal Israelite. Even though Israelites don't, it's not known. You can't just be like, this is the standard for Israelites. So if you don't look like this, you're not one. Like, no, man. Israelites are going to come in every different shape, size, color, all of it. That's why the scriptures say, what? You try the spirit by the spirit. Because you can have a so-called white man come up and he can get the gospel. He could break down the scriptures. Does that mean that it's an Edomite? Because we know the Lord is not, his word is not for the other nations. No other nations, it says, for his statutes and judgments, they have not known them. That's in Psalms. The other nations are not going to get it. So, if there is a so-called looking white man in the camp, and he's breaking down the scriptures, going into prophecy, breaking down this stuff, then obviously, hey, knock on the door, then obviously he's not a white man. And that's why you women just need to shut the hell up, because y'all have no clue what the fuck y'all be talking about. Y'all be fucking running your mouth and just babbling, man. Just talking and just talking and just talking and not make any sense. But I like to say chatting. That's all you're doing is chatting shit. That's all you're doing is chatting shit, man. Just running your mouth, flapping at your gums because you like hearing yourself speak. Ain't speaking no type of truth. Ain't speaking nothing that's spiritual. Ain't speaking nothing but hot garbage. Hot garbage is coming out your mouth. Hot garbage. Now, it's not the skin color thing and looking like other nations is not a hard concept. The scriptures say, my heritage unto me is as a speckled bird, and Ephraim is a cake not turned. And then, guess what? We were made from earth and ashes. We were made from dust to the ground. The farther you go into the ground, guess what? It gets darker and darker. And then when you get closer to the top, it gets lighter and lighter. Not every Jake. And then you got, and that also, like the apostle was saying, I haven't finished the video, but you obviously don't understand the damn parable of the tares and the wheat. Do you realize there's going to be so-called looking Negroes with the woolly hair and the whole time is an Edomite? Look at Tia and Tamara from Sister Sisters, you know. Their dad is a so-called white man, but they look just like a damn sister, but you're not because of your dad. It's about the seed line. You can look a certain way and not be that. And just the opposite. You can have a so-called blue hair, blonde hair, blue-eyed Jake, so-called looking like a white man, but guess what? It's not, because his dad is a so-called black man. It's like Blake Griffin's son. Tia and Tamara can use them as an example. Blake Griffin's son looks like a straight called white boy, so-called white boy, but guess what? He's not. I think Blake Griffin's dad is Haitian. And Blake Griffin doesn't look like your standard Haitian. Now, you take Blake Griffin's son for an example, and if he mingles with a white woman, what do you think the baby's gonna look like? See, it's not about the skin tone, man. You try the spirit by the spirit. It's not a hard concept, but you don't expect women to understand these things because women, you fucking wicked, man. Wicked as all hell. But that's what I wanted to go into real quick. It wasn't meant to be super long, just my little take on it. I'm gonna close out. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And I hope the lesson was edifying. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of your millstone. And I'll catch you guys in another one. Lord willing, shalom.